Well, this little young lady, she was just so pretty it took all my focus not to stare. She held the reins out in her hand and said, "Sir, I need some help with this hot-tempered mare. If you could tame her, I'd let you rename her. I bet for you there'd be nothing to it." "Well, I'm a cowboy, ma'am, and if that's a job offer, you better believe that I'll do it." Hoping she was watching me throw my leg over just like a skilled puncher does, I failed to notice the air between saddle and spine that showed how humped up that mare was. Well, I figured I'd lead her out to the left and we'd take it nice and slow so this cute little lady could watch me teach that pony some things she ought to know. Then all at once she pinned her ears back and sucked in a whole bunch of air. She bobbed her head and farted as the devil himself possessed that little roan mare. She broke in two and hit altitude, nearly hit my head on the full moon. And 3 jumps later, I hung my spur up on a stratospheric weather balloon. Next thing I know, it's like an air show. On one jump, we cleared the Big Dipper. With so much hate in her heart, she'd grunt and she'd fart. Sounded like some kind of satanic zipper. Each time that she'd land with my night latch in hand, I clung desperate so I didn't clear leather. With a crunch in my groin, the horn tendered my loins. Only tight wranglers now held me together. Finally got my spurs hooked in my cinch and I grabbed my hat just to fan her. "Well, hey, little lady, keep watching and maybe you'll see an equine class on manners." Then that wily wench, she grabbed at the bit. She clenched it with her back teeth. She tugged at the reins and lurched me forward, kicking my head with her back feet. Now my cowboy blood was burning hot. I'd survived her worst, I was sure. This nag, though petite, was hardly discreet, but I knew that I had the cure. I pulled her head left right up to my leg, and she bit me on my kneecap. My saddle come loose, and next thing I knew, we were sitting in each other's lap. I swung back around as her feet hit the ground and raked her once more with my spurs. She grunted again as if to pretend my meanness was nicer than hers. Well, that really did it. Made me more committed. I was going to best this Lucifer mare. Told the lady I'd tame her and then I'd rename her and tie braids in her neck hair. Then the door swung open way sooner than I was hoping. My wife, she came barging in mad. She screamed and she shrieked about female attention I seek, and in truth, she made me feel bad. Well, pretty lady batted her eyes at this humbling demise, and the mare bowed her head like she'd ceased this. Then one final kick, I heard the sound of wood click, and the baby crib broke into pieces. The bronc finally tame, I proposed her new name. The girl said, "That's the name of your wife." Now, girl, don't be slow. By now, you should know there's no coincidence in life. But never let it be said that I'd bow my head and back down from a young lady's dare. Though I'm a seasoned mister, I'm still a bronc twister, even with a stick horse mare. And so ends this story. Though details are gory, surely I'll be a legend out west. Though now I'm crippled, little girl, she just giggled and said, "Grandpa, you are the best."